This is a set of calendar pieces that can be used for both kindergarten and first grade. Obviously for kindergarten you would wait and use these towards the end of the year, but it will go over writing numbers 0 to 20, demonstrate successive number names that refers to a quantity that is one larger, the identifying of coins, naming shapes, classifying shapes, analyzing and comparing 2 and 3 dimensional shapes, composing and decomposing numbers from 11 to 19. In first grade, it is exchange equivalent quantities of coins by making fair trades, geometry, distinguishing between defining attributes of shapes, composing two-dimensional shapes, explaining that 10 can be thought of as a bundle of 10 ones called a 10, and modeling the numbers 11 through 19. So it'll hit a lot of skills in both kindergarten and first grade. As you look at the pieces, you can see that the main aspect is looking at the groups of 10, but I also had the tally marks instead of the date. So it's not just a number. The students have to find the date by reading the tally marks, so that you can see that this is a group of 5 and 4 more, so this would be the 9th of the month. Here we have 2 groups of 5, which would be the 10th of the month. 10 and 1 more would be the 11th of the month. 5, 10, 11, 12 would be the 12th of the month. So it just gives that review of the tally marks. Then you can look at the model. So you can see that there's a variety of models that show 10 and maybe some more. If you are looking at this group of crayons, the students need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here we have a group of 10. You could talk about 9 are down and 1 is up, so there's a lot of conversation you can have. When you move over here, you have a base 10 model, so they'll know that this is a 10 rod, and 1 more, a unit, would be 11. Here we have hands, so they know that when you have these 2 hands up, that's a group of 10 or a bundle of 10, and then 5 more would be 15. Here we have the model of a 10 frame, so you have a full 10 frame and some more. That some more is 6. We have 5 and 1 more, so that would be 16. One thing that I like to do is also talk about comparing numbers. So if you look at this number, which models 10, and this model, which models 11, which one would be greater? We know that 10 is less than 11, so 11 is greater than 10, and you can talk about the symbols. You can also compare this model with the 11 and this model with the 15 as well. Also with this, you can look at the coin value. You can see that this is 1 penny, so it would be 1 cent. This is a nickel, so you can review the vocabulary and also the value. If you have an advanced class or if you're in first grade, you can talk about adding the penny and the nickel together and what would the value be, 6 cents. So you can continue adding the coins together, adding today to yesterday. Also finding the value or the pattern within the coins. So which coin do you think will come next? Why do you think so? And then finally, the last concept on this calendar piece to review with students is geometry. So having the students look at the shape. What are the attributes of this shape? You know that it is a square. How do you know that it is a square? Is it a 2D shape or a 3D shape? Can you think of something in the real world that is also this shape or something that is in the classroom? Moving over here, what is the difference between this shape and this shape? You have a square here, which is a 2-dimensional shape. You have a rectangular prism here, which is a 3D shape. How are they similar? How are they different? You can see the square as one of the faces of this particular rectangular prism. Then moving down to that this is a triangle. Why is it a triangle? It has 3 corners. It has 3 sides. That's what makes it a triangle. Moving into always reviewing and spiraling that this is a circle. And again, using real-world examples of these shapes is a good way for students to connect to them.